You group have read and write permission, others have only read permission. Now what I want to do for add execute permission. How you will add execute permission to the user, guys? See, here I have given the command. U means what? U means user, X means execute. For user, I want to add execute permission. Plus will represent adding. Chmod u plus x on which file? linex.txt file. Let me run this command. Chmod u plus x linex.txt. See guys, observe one more time. For this, we don't have the execute permission. User have only read and write permission. After executing this command, user will get execute permission also. See guys, now do ls-l. Check guys once. For this, execute permission came or not? For user, execute permission came or not, guys? RWX. X also is there. Earlier here, we don't have X. Now here, user have execute permission also. How we have added that execute permission? Like this. This is the command which we used. To represent user, X represents execute. And which operator we are using? Plus operator we are using. We are adding execute permission to the user on linex.txt file. Okay. Now I want to add execute permission to the group. I want to add execute permission to the group. For that, which command we need to use? See guys, chmod command, chmod. Right here, to whom I want to add the execute permission? Group. For a group, I want to add the execute permission. If you want add the execute permission to group, which character we need to use? Group means G. G will represent the group. G will represent the group. Plus, right, which permissions I want to give? X, execute permission on linex.txt file. On linex.txt file. Now run ls-l. See guys, for this linex.txt, group also got execute permission or not? Earlier, group does not have the execute permission. Now group also got the execute permission. Also got the execute permission. See guys, others. We have others. Others have only read permission. Others have only read permission. Others does not have write and execute permission. Now what I want to do? I want to add write permission to the others. I want to add write permissions to the others. How we will add? How we will add write permission to the others? Now not execute permission. I want to add write permission. I want to add write permission. How you will add? See guys, chmod others means what? O we need to take. O plus write permissions I need to add. W. W we need to add. On which file? linex.txt file. Linex.txt file. Run it. Now check ls-l. See, on this linex.txt file, right? So others got write permission or not? Earlier, here if you observe, others have only read permission. Here, others got write permission also. Write permission also others got it here, guys. So like this, we can add the permissions to the users, group and others, guys. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Add write permissions. Add write permission to the user. To the add write permission to the others. Dollar chmod others means O plus write permission means W on file name linex.txt. Linex.txt. Right guys, observe carefully one more thing. If you want to add the permissions, plus operator we need to use. U means user, O means others, G means group, R means read, W means write, X means execute. Now, observe carefully, guys. Now, what I want to do? I want to remove the permissions, guys. Existing permissions I want to remove. If you want to remove existing permissions, right, what operator we need to use? Minus operator we need to use. ls-l. ls-l. Right, for this user, right, we have used for this line on this linux.txt file, right, for user, I want to remove the write permissions. I want to remove the write permissions. How we can able to remove? Same command, chmod command, and for user minus w. Minus w. For user, I want to remove the write permission. For user, I want to remove the write permission. U minus w on which file? Linux.txt file. Linux.txt file. See guys, what I am doing? And for user, I am removing write permission on linux.txt file. Now let me check ls-l. See guys, here user have the write permission or not there? Earlier user have read permission, write permission and execute permission also. Now what we did? We removed write permission for the user on linux.txt file. Now user does not have write permission. Right. Now I want to remove the read permission to the others. How you will remove? chmod others means O minus others means O minus read permission I want to remove. Linux.txt. Now do ls-l. See guys, linux.txt file user others does not have the read permission. Others does not have the read permission. We remove that read permission to the others, guys. Right, like this we can remove the permissions. If you want add the permissions, we need to use plus operator. To remove the permissions, we need to use minus operator. Remove read permission. Remove read permission for user on linux.txt file. On linux.txt file. How you will do? $chmod right, for user, right, u minus read permission or on linux.txt file. Right. So next what I want to do? I want to remove execute permission for others on linux.txt file. How you will remove? $chmod for to whom I want to remove? Others. O minus execute permission X, right, on linux.txt file. Guys, please go through this modifying file permissions once. Have you looked into this modify file permissions?
Sir, question.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can also do with some numbers, right?
Yeah, I will come to there. Next I am going to teach that
Okay,
one.
okay.
That is very, very important.
Okay.
Interview point of view, permissions with numbers is very, very important. I'm come to there only.
ఫోన్లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయొచ్చు కదా మీరు ల్యాప్టాప్ అప్పుడు నౌకరీ
Fine, guys. So next we'll see how to give the file permissions with numeric numbers. File permissions with numeric numbers. File permissions with numeric numbers. So this is very, very important in interview, guys. File permissions with numeric numbers. Same, guys. I want to add the permissions and I want to remove the permissions. But till now, what we used, right? We used u plus r, u plus x, u plus w, like that we have used. Right? But now I'm going to use some numbers, some numeric numbers I'm going to use to give the permissions and to remove the permissions. Right? How to do that? Which command we need to use to give the permissions and to remove the permissions, right? By using numeric numbers we are going to discuss now. Right, guys. See, file permissions with numeric numbers means first for which number, which permission we need to understand. Right, 0 means what, guys? 0 means no permission. 0 means no permission. If you are giving 0 means there is no permission. Right, next here 1 means what is 1, guys? Anyone have any idea on these permissions?
Execute.
Hello?
Read.
Right, 1 means
No, execute.
only execute permission. 1 means only execute permission. Next, 2 means what, guys? 2 means only write permission. 2
Right.
means only write permission. Write. 3 means what, guys? 3 means execute and write.
Right.
Execute and write. Both you will get at a time. If you are using 3 means at a time you will get execute and write permissions. 4 means what? 4 means what permissions you will get?
Read.
Read permissions. 4 means read permissions you will get. Only read, guys. Only read permission you will get. 5 means what permission you will get? Read and execute you will get. If you are using 5 means read and execute you will get. 6 means what permissions? 6 means read and write permissions you will get. Read and write permissions you will get. 7 means what?
Everything.
7 means what permissions you will get, guys? 7 means read, write and execute permissions. 7 means read, write and execute. All permissions you will get. Read, write and execute. Execute. Go through this, guys. Have a look into this. 0 means no permissions. 1 means only execute permission. 2 means only write permission. 3 means execute and write permission. 4 means only read. 5 means read and execute. 6 means read and write. 7 means read, write and execute. So now onwards we are going to use these numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These numbers we are going to use to add the permissions and to remove the permissions. Now onwards we are going to use these numbers only to add the permissions and to remove the permissions. Right guys. Let me take one example for this. Guys. So user have, guys, just observe carefully guys. Ch, here which command we need to take guys? Chmod $, chmod. Here I am going to take the permissions like this guys. 765 linux.txt, like this I am going to take. Here guys, observe very carefully. 7 means user. First one represents user have read all permissions. Second one will tell user have only group have only read and write permission. Third one is others have read and execute permissions only, like this guys. Right, user have read, write, execute permission. Next, group have 6 means what? Only read permission and write permissions. Only read permission and write permission. Next, others have, right, 5 means what guys? Read and execute permissions. Others have read and execute permissions guys. Others have read and execute permissions. 5, right? 5 means read and execute. Read and execute permissions. Like this guys. 7 means all permissions. Who have all permissions? User have all permissions. Right. 6 means only read and write permissions. Who have only read and write permissions? Group have only read and write permissions. Next means what? 5 means read and execute permissions. Who have only read and execute permissions? Others have only read and execute permission. Like this we need to give guys. Let me run this command once. Right guys. Now I'm going to run this command. See. Chmod 765 linux.txt. Right now, enter. Do ls-l. What you are getting? See guys, earlier what we have? Earlier, user have only read and execute permission. Group have read, write, execute permissions. Others have only write permission. Now, after executing this command, see guys, user got the full permissions, read, write, execute. Group got only read, write, execute, read, write permissions. Others got read and execute permission. See guys, let me copy this. Now go to here. Paste here guys. See? Same or not? User got read, write, execute permission. Group got read and write permissions. Others have read and execute permission. So with this command, so these are the permissions which we are going to get guys. Like this we need to give the permissions by using numbers. Right, you guys need to remember these numbers guys. 7 means all permissions. 6 means read and write permissions. 5 means read and execute permissions. 4 means only read. 3 means execute and write. 2 means write permission. 1 means only execute. 0 means no permission. 0 means no permissions. These are the things you guys need to remember. Have you looked into this, guys?
In this case, then we no need that plus and minus symbol, right? We can directly give the numeric value, right? If you want to add and remove anything.
Someone is asking question. Could you please repeat?
I'm saying like in this case, we don't need that plus minus symbol. Simply we can
Not
give
required.
the
Not
numeric
required.
value. And there are like three. If suppose I want to give permission to particular, maybe to others. Okay.
Yeah, I will come. I'll explain. One by one, I'll explain.
And one question is execute permission is how different because the initial by default when you created this directories and file structure, right? So I see only for directory we have this execute permission, but files doesn't have. So how different is that? Actually, I was little bit confused here. Read write it's clear to me, but execute wise, like a little the permission wise, I just know not getting the exact scenario where I need to give the execute.
I will show, guys. In Jenkins, it will come, guys. When we'll discuss Jenkins, right? At that time, how to execute those things will come. At that time, we need to give the execute permission also in Jenkins. Right? I will show at that time. So while discussing Jenkins, right, we need to give the, suppose if you want to change something in the configuration files, right? If you want to take that, if you want to change configuration details and port numbers and all those things, after changing those details, we need to execute some commands. At that time, I will show.
Okay.
Right, guys. Now what I am going to do, see, guys. Now here in this case, user have read, write, execute. Group have read and write. Others have read and execute. Now what I want to do, I want to give full permissions to all. For that, what numbers I need to use? 777. Like this I need to use. Now user will get read, write, execute. Group will get read, write, execute. Others also will get read, write, execute. User will get read, write, execute. Group will get read, write, execute. Others also will get read, write, execute permissions. Now let me go to here. Run the command. And here I am going to give 777. 777. Now do ls-l. See, guys, linux.txt. See, everyone have all the permissions. User have read, write, x. Group have read, write, x. Others also have read, write, x. Everyone got the full permissions. For this, what we are doing? Just we are giving 777. 777 we are giving. 7 means what? Full permissions. Read, write and execute permission. Read, write and execute permissions, guys. Right, guys. Now one more thing, guys. One more thing. I want to give the permissions only for one person. I want to give the permissions only for one person. Remaining people, I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to touch anything for the other people. I want to give for permissions only user, only group, only others. I want to give the permissions. How we can able to give? How we can able to give, guys? Suppose here if I give only one number, to whom that permissions will applicable, guys? Here I will give like this. If I give like this, chmod, I'm going to give 5. I am giving 5. Linux.txt. Linux.txt I am giving like this. To whom these permissions will applicable? Only one number I am giving. I am not giving 3 numbers. Only one number I am giving.
Users.
No, it will give error, no? 500.
Right, guys. It won't give any error. it won't apply for the user also. It won't apply for the user also. It will apply for the others, guys. First person, it will apply. See, if I run this one, paste it. Currently, see guys, others have read, write, execute permission. Everyone have all the permissions. User, group, others have all the permissions. Now I am going to run this command. Won't return any error. It won't return any error. Now let me check ls-l. ls-l. See guys, what happened? What happened, guys? Whatever the 5 we have given, that is applicable for only others. Remaining people lost all the permission. There is no permissions for the others. Right here 5 we have given. This 5 is applied for only others. See guys, for remaining people there is no permissions. Means it is considering as 0. 0 guys. If you are not taking anything before this 5. Before 5 we have users is there, group also is there. But you are not taking anything for user and group. It is considering as 0, 0. Right? And here whatever the number you are providing, that number will go to others. And here that's why 005 it is considering. So here users and group have no permissions, others have read and execute permission. Suppose if I take like this, 4 5 I want to take chmod 4 5 I want to take linux.txt. Now what it will happen? User will get 0 permissions, user will get 0, group will get 4 guys. Group will get 4. 4 means only read permission. And right, others will get read and execute permissions. User will get 0 permission, group will get 4, right, others will get 5 guys. See? Now do ls-l. See guys? See? Group got only read permission, others got read and execute permissions, users got 0 permission. Users got 0 permission like this. But I want to give the permission for user guys. Here if I give number, only one number, right, it is going for others. If I give 2 numbers, it is going for group and others. But I want to change the permissions only for the users. What I need to do? Only for the users. What I need to do? Like this guys, chmod for a user, whatever the permissions you want to give those permissions, and remaining people take zeros. Linux.txt. See guys, now what it will happen? ls-l. See guys, here user got read and write execute permission, and others got zeros. Guys, here if you specify only one number, that it will go to others. If you specify only 2 numbers, those things will go to group and others. Right? You need to specify 3 if you want to change the permissions for all 3 guys. Like this we need to give. chmod, here I am taking 6, I am taking linux.txt. In this case what it will happen? User will get 0 permissions, group will get 0 permissions, right, others will get read and write permissions. Others will get read and write permissions. Right, now see here, chmod 46 linux.txt. If you give like this, what it will happen? User will get 0 permission, group will get right, 4 means read permission, and others will get read and write permission. Like this you will get guys. So like this we can give the permissions with the numerics also. You can give the permissions with the numeric also. Okay, so now guys, assume here chmod chmod 777 linux.txt means what? User group others, right? All are having full permissions. ls-l. Now what I want to do? I want to remove some permissions. Right? chmod right 7 for user. I want to give the full permissions. Right, but group I want to give only read permission. I want to remove write and execute permissions. Then here change the number 4, and for others I want to give only read and write permissions 6. Right, on linux.txt file. Linux.txt. Here we don't have minus and plus. Right, if you want to remove any permissions, right, corresponding numbers we need to give like this. Now run it. Check ls-l. See guys, right, user have the full permissions, group have only read permission, others have only read and write permission. Like this we need to change guys. Like this we need to change. If you want to remove the permissions, right, corresponding numbers you need to pass like this. Is it clear guys? Interview point of view, these permissions with numeric numbers is very, very important.
So apply if you want to apply a particular user or group, remove or add any permission, then in that case, right? If I don't know like what that folder is having permission, so I need to check first, and then the
First
same
you need to
number
check the
also I need
permissions
to
guys.
provide, right?
First by using ls-l you need to check the permission, what permissions they have. After that only if you want you can add, if you want you can remove the permission.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
How you will check the permissions? By using ls-l. By using ls-l we can check the permissions. Right. So next one guys. Next one. See here, if you observe it here, right, who am I? Right. So the default user is EC2-user. Right. Whenever you created a virtual machine with Amazon Linux image, right, who will the default user guys? EC2-user is the default user. Right. So already I told earlier when we had introduction about Linux, I told already guys, Linux is a multi-user based operating system. Right. So within one Linux machine, we can create multiple user accounts also. Here EC2-user is one account guys. Right. At the same time, we can create one more account with other user also guys. Linux is a multi-user based operating system. Within one Linux machine, we can create multiple user accounts also. Right. So multiple users can access one Linux at a time guys, and they can perform multitasking. Multiple users can access the Linux machine at a time, and they can perform different activities guys. Right. How we will do those things we are going to discuss now guys. Right. So working with user accounts in Linux. User accounts in Linux. Guys. Right. So already we told Linux is a multi-user based operating system. Right. In one Linux mission, we can create multiple user accounts. Multiple users can access one Linux machine at a time At a time, right, multiple users can access one Linux machine. Right, how to do this one, guys? How you can able to create multiple accounts in single Linux machine, that we are going to discuss now. How to create? See, guys, observe very carefully. Observe very carefully, guys. Here I opened this one in Git Bash. I opened this one in Git Bash, guys. Now I'm going to connect with Mobile Stream also. I'm going to connect with the Mobile Stream also, guys. Let's see. In my system, I have deleted. Download Mobile Stream for Windows.
What is this mobile stream?
It's a client application, client software. How we have Git Bash, how we have Putty, same way this Mobile Stream also one kind of client software we will use to connect with the Linux virtual machine. You can use anything. You can use Putty or Git Bash or Mobile Stream, what other client softwares you have. You can use anything to connect with our Linux machine. Now what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to show, that same Linux machine, right, multiple users will connect with multiple systems, guys. One guy will connect from Git Bash, other guy will connect from, right, this Mobile Stream, but Linux machine is same, only one Linux machine. Multi-user based operating system means at a time multiple people can able to connect to the same virtual machine. That is what I am going to show. Already I have. Let me cancel this. I have that already. Right, yes. Here already Mobile Stream already is there in my system. Let me extract this. Already extracted one also is there. Let me check it where it is. Here we have already. Right, yes. So now create the new session. Click on this session. Right here SSH. Through SSH we are going to connect. Click on SSH. A remote host means IP address we need to give. IP address we need to give, guys. What is the IP address of your Linux virtual machine? Go to here. Right, just this is the public IP. Highlight your machine, select your machine, description. Right, come down here. You can able to see the public IP. Copy this public IP. Give it here. Here we need to give the public IP. Right here, specify username. Default username is ec2-user. ec2-user I'm giving. Right, port number 22. Port number 22. Right, use a private key. Private key means PEM key. PEM key we need to select. And in downloads, we have the PEM key. What we have used one. I forget that. 1 minute. Let me check. What I have used, which PEM key I have used. Let me check it once.
You gave something morning 7:30 batch something.
Let me check it once again. Here in SSH we will get to know that. If you right here are DevOps 7:30 AM. Okay, DevOps 7:30 AM. That is the PEM key which we use. Okay, select it. Open. See guys, here I have selected the PEM key. PEM key I have selected it here. Click on OK. See guys, we have connected with that Linux virtual machine. See, from I'm connecting from Mobextreme and from Git Bash also I can able to connect. At a time multiple users can able to connect with that same Linux virtual machine, and you can perform operations guys. Right, from Mobextreme one kind of operation you can perform, from Git Bash you can able to perform one kind of operations. Okay, like this we can able to connect guys. Is it clear? Mobextreme also one client. User? Pardon?
Is that the same user?
Right, different user also we can connect. Now I am going to show how to create the multiple accounts. See, this Mobextreme is one kind of client software which we will use to connect with the Linux virtual machine. How we are using Git Bash to connect with the Linux virtual machine, same way we can use this Mobextreme also to connect with the Linux virtual machine. Same way Putty is there. Putty also we can use to connect with that Linux virtual machine guys. Okay, all these are the client softwares, right, we can use to connect with Linux virtual machine. Okay, fine guys. So now let me go to here. Linux is a multi-user based operating system. In one Linux machine, we can create multiple user accounts. Multiple users can access one Linux machine at a time. Okay, so now every Linux machine will have one root account guys. One root account. That root account person is the super user. Will have one root account. Root account we will call it as super user. That super user will have the full permissions guys. Super user have full permissions. He can able to create, he can able to delete, he can able to modify anything he can do. Right here EC-user, he is not a super user. He is the normal user. He don't have full permissions. He can't able to do all the activities. Only limited activities only he can able to do. Right, but root user have the full permissions. Root user can able to do anything. See how you can switch from normal user to root user like this. Sudo, 1 minute guys. Sudo I space SU. Sudo space SU. Right here what we are doing, SU stands for super user. SU stands for super user. We are switching from normal user to root user. See guys, here it is changed like root. Here it is changed like root guys. EC2-user is the default user. Root is the super user. This root have the full permissions. For every Linux machine, one super user is available and one default user is available. Suppose if you create a Linux virtual machine with Ubuntu, there who is the default user? Ubuntu is the default user. And one super user also available which is root guys. For every Linux machine, one super user is available who is the root user guys. Root user, root account is there, and one default account also available. Right, guys. So now here I want to create one account, guys. I want to create one account. Let me at this point how to switch to super user. Switch to super user. Switch to super user. What command we need to use? Dollar sudo su. Su stands for super user. Now I want to create a user account. User account I want to create. How you will create the user account? How you will create the user account? I want to create one user account, guys. How to create that user account we are going to discuss now. How to create the user account we are going to discuss now, guys. In Linux I want to create one user, right? For that we have one command, user add command. User add command we need to use, guys. See here, create user. Create user. How you will create user? By use dollar sudo dollar user add to give the username. Guys, here we are using sudo, right? We are using sudo. Suppose operation by using root, right? Inside the root user, if you want run that operation, sudo is not required. Why? Because root have the full permissions. Root have the full permissions. With this sudo word, what we are doing, we are giving some temporary permissions. Sudo is giving some temporary permissions to the user, guys. Suppose you are the root person, then you no need to use sudo. Directly you can give this command. Sudo is required only for the normal users, not for root user. Why? Because root user will have the all permissions. To give temporary permissions, commands wise there is no difference. Whether you are using git bash, putty, mobextream, commands are same. Commands are same, guys. There is no difference. Okay. Sudo is only for normal users. For root users, sudo is not required to give. With this sudo, that normal users are getting some temporary permissions, guys. Some temporary, whatever the permissions root have, those permissions these normal users also getting with the sudo keyword, right, guys? For root user, we no need to give this sudo word. Directly we can use this part. Right? If you want to create the user, sudo user add and give the name of the user guys. Now I want to verify user account details. Just now I have created user. I want to verify the user account details. For that, which command we need to run? Verify user account details. Which command we need to run? Dollar id username we need to give. Here you are giving, at the time of creating the user, you are giving some name, right? Id, that username we need to give to verify the user account details. We need to give like this, guys. See, guys, how you will create the user with this command, sudo user add command we are going to use. And here we need to specify the username. Next, I want to verify the user account details. To verify the user account details, we need to use this command, id username we need to use. Let me try to create the user account, guys. See how to add the user. Sudo user add. Right here I'm going to give the name, username I want to give. Here username I'm giving just like Kalyan I'm giving it here. Username I'm giving as Kalyan. See, guys, I have created one user. I want to verify that user details. How I can able to verify? ID Kalyan I'm going to use to verify the user details. To verify the user details, what we need to use? Add Kalyan. Okay. Okay. A slower case letter I have given. Okay. ID Kalyan. See guys, these are the user details. User ID is 1001, group ID is 1001, groups 1001. Like this it is created, guys. I will show putty and all those things. I will show. Give me some time. Right, just to discuss this concept, I have opened that mobile stream. Right, when I am going to discuss that AWS in first class itself, I will show how to connect with those virtual machines by using putty, by using git bash and mobile stream. See guys, here user details we can able to see like this, guys. Right, to check the user, to verify the user details, which command we are using? ID Kalyan. ID we need to use and the username we need to provide. Right, user ID is 1001, group ID is 1001, groups also 1001 only is created. Groups also 1001 only created at here. Hello?
It's breaking. Yeah, now it's better. Yeah.
Right, see guys, sudo. Here I want to create the group. Just now we have created the user, right? Same way I want to create one group also. I want to create one group and I will add this Kalyan user under that group. I'm going to create one group and I will add this Kalyan under that group, guys. How to create the group? Sudo group add. Sudo group add. Sudo group add. Here we need to give the group name. Group name we need to give it here. And here I need to give the group name. Here group name I'm going to give as just like DevOps. DevOps is the group name I'm giving. DevOps is the group name I'm giving it here. Right. So now what I want to do, I want to add Kalyan under this DevOps group. I want to add Kalyan under this DevOps group. How I can able to add, guys? Like this. Sudo I want to add Kalyan under this DevOps group. For this, sudo. Here, how to add that group, guys? How to add Kalyan under this DevOps group? Observe it here, guys. Observe it here. Sudo username. What is username we have given? Kalyan we have given. Kalyan space hyphen add group. Hyphen AG. AG means add group. A is small letter. G is upper letter, guys. Capital letter we need to give. Right. Under which group I want to add? I want to add under DevOps group. DevOps group. Right. And here we need to use one sudo user mod. Sudo user mod. We need to modify that. See, guys. Here group name under DevOps group under user. Right, which is, sorry guys, 1 minute. Sudo user mod, right, hyphen AG stands for add group. Right, which group? Under DevOps. Right, to whom I want to add? Kalyan I want to add. Kalyan. Like this we need to give, guys. Sudo user mod, right, hyphen AG DevOps Kalyan. DevOps Kalyan. See guys, now what we did here? Already we have created one user first. Later I have created one group. Right, first whatever the user I have created, that user I'm adding under DevOps group. I'm adding under DevOps group, guys. Here what we are doing, guys, later I have created DevOps group. Next what I am doing, I'm DevOps group. I'm adding Kalyan under this DevOps group, guys. Is it clear what I did here? Right. Now check once. ID Kalyan, guys. See guys, earlier Kalyan is under 1001 group. Now Kalyan came to this 1002 DevOps group also. Kalyan have his own group and he is part of DevOps group also. Earlier Kalyan is only under his own group, guys. Now he's the part of DevOps group also. We added Kalyan under DevOps, guys. See guys, earlier here, Kalyan have his own group. Now Kalyan have one group and he's part of this DevOps group also. We added Kalyan under this DevOps now, guys. We added Kalyan under this DevOps. Observe carefully, guys, what we did here. First, we have created the user. After that, I have created one group. After that, I have added that person into that group, guys. Right, verify user account details. Right now here, I want to create a group. If you want to create the group, this is the command we need to use. Sudo group add, sudo group add, group name we need to provide. Group name we need to provide it here. Sudo group add, group name we need to provide it here. Sudo group add, group name. Next, I want to add the user to that group. How you will add? And add user to a group. Add user to a group. What is the command? $sudo user mod -ag. Right here, what we need to give? Group name we need to give. Group name. Right here, username we need to provide. Username we need to provide. With this command, we can add the user to particular group. With this command, we can add the user to particular group like this. Please have a look into these commands, guys. Right. So now, if I want to delete a user from the group, what is the command? Remove user from the group. What is the command we need to use? $sudo password we need to use. Password -d. Username we need to give. And here group name we need to give. Space group name we need to give. Like this we need to use to remove the user from the group, guys. Right. If I want to delete complete group, this is the command. Delete group. If you want to delete complete group, $sudo group delete. Right, that group name we need to give. Let me go to here.
Same kind of issue actually I'm getting. So the peer connection, what you are showing now, right? It need to reconnect back again. It's normal, right? So
yeah, it's normal. Sometimes only some people, this git bash is getting hanging in the middle. Right. Now what I want to do, I want to remove the user from the group. How we can able to do that? Remove user from group. Sudo g password hyphen d username Kalyan right, from which group I want to remove Kalyan, from which group? DevOps group I want to remove. Right, Kalyan from, see guys, removing user Kalyan from group DevOps. It is asking. Alright, it is showing guys, removing user Kalyan from DevOps group. Now check it once. ID Kalyan. See guys, earlier here groups means it showed two groups, DevOps group and Kalyan group. Now we removed him from the DevOps group. That's why it is not showing that DevOps group at here. That's why it is not showing DevOps group. Is it clear guys? Here what we did, we removed Kalyan from DevOps group. So now that complete group I want to remove, complete group I want to delete. So for that what we need to do? If you want to delete the group completely, complete group I want to delete. For that sudo group del delete space group name. What is the group name? DevOps is the group name. DevOps is the group name. DevOps is the group name guys. That complete group we have deleted from here. Complete group we have deleted. Is it clear guys? We have created user, right, and we verified that user account details. We have created group. After that we have added the user into that group. Next we have removed the user from that group. Next what we did, we removed user from that group and we removed that group also. We deleted complete group also.
Anyway, we can confirm that the group got deleted.
Yeah, I will show that. I will show. One minute, I will show. Up to here clear what we did? I will show where we need to check whether that group is deleted or not. I will show. Up to here clear? How to create the user? Just have a look into this. How to create the user? How to create the group? How to add the user under that group? How to remove the user from the group? How to delete the group? Please have a look into this. Right. So now, if you want to display all the groups which are available, then we need to go to here guys. Cat command. Cat. And here you can able to see what groups are available. Everything we can able to see. And you can add the group and after that you can delete the group, whether it is deleted or not. Everything you can able to check here guys. Cat /etc /groups guys, group not groups, group. Cat /etc /group, enter. See guys, so these are the groups are available. Kalyan have his own group like this. See guys, we have deleted DevOps. That's why DevOps is not showing. Now you can create the DevOps group. Once again and you can verify it will show in this account, in this location or not. See, let me create once again guys. Let me create one more group. How you will create the group guys? Sudo I want to create the group. What we need to do? Group add. Sudo group add. Group name I'm going to give AWS. AWS is the group name I'm going to give. Now what is the command? Cat /etc/group. Now here AWS is created. AWS group is created at here. AWS group is created at here. Now I want to add Kalyan under this AWS group. I want to add Kalyan under this AWS group. Right? How you will add, guys? How you will add the Kalyan under AWS group? What is the command we need to use? Just now I have given the command. Just now I have given the command.
Minus a capital G.
How you can able to add user to the group? Sudo user mod. User mod command we need to use. -ag group name we need to give. What is the group name? AWS is the group name. Right, to whom I want to add? Kalyan I want to add. Now check it, guys. See, guys, under this AWS group Kalyan is available. Under this AWS group Kalyan is added, guys. Kalyan is added. Now let me create one more user, guys. Let me create one more user. Here I am going to create one more user. See how to create the user, guys. Sudo user add. I want to add one more user. User add. Here I am going to give username as Pavan. I am giving. Pavan user I have created. Now I will add this Pavan also to that AWS group. How we will add? I want to add Pavan also to AWS group. How we can able to add? Guys, before adding, just check once. Guys. Pavan also, for himself one group is created. Now, but Pavan is not part of any other group. Now Kalyan is part of AWS group. Pavan is not part of any other group. Now what I am going to do? I am going to add Pavan also under this AWS group. How we can able to add? What is the command we need to use, guys? User mod. Just now I have given the command. Guys. User mod command we need to use. Sudo user mod. Right here -ag group name AWS. Right, to whom I want to add? Pavan I want to add. Now check it, guys. Cat /etc/group. See, guys. See, under AWS two people are there. Kalyan and Pavan. These two people added under AWS group. These two people are added. Under AWS group. Suppose if you want remove user from the group, how you can able to remove? If you want remove user from the group, what is the command we need to use to remove the user from the group? What is the command we need to use? I want to remove the user from the group. What is the command? Just now I have given commands. If I want to remove the user, what is the command? See, guys, this is the command. Sudo what I want to remove user, right? G password -d. -d stands for delete. -d, and here username. I want to remove Pavan. Under from which group? From AWS. See, guys, removing user Pavan from AWS group. Check, guys. Now only Kalyan is available. Pavan is removed. Only Kalyan is present. Kalyan is available. Right. Same way, I want to remove Kalyan also. Here, what we need to give? Kalyan. See, guys. Removing user Kalyan from group AWS. Right. Now check that once again. 1 minute. Sudo G password -d. Okay. The K is capital. Kalyan AWS. See, removing user Kalyan from group AWS. Now check it once. See guys, now AWS group is empty. No one is not there under AWS group. Kalyan and Pavan both we have removed. Now if you want, you can remove that AWS group also. If you want, you can remove that AWS group also. How you will remove that AWS group? What is the command we need to use to remove that group, guys? I want to delete complete group. I want to delete complete group del. Group del command we need to use. I want to delete complete group. Sudo group del. Sudo group del. Group name AWS. Now check it once again. AWS is available? No, it is not available. We have deleted complete AWS group also. Complete AWS group we have deleted. Clear, guys? Right. Now here, what I need to add? How to delete group we have mentioned. To display all groups, right? That command I have not added. To display all groups. To display all groups. What command you guys need to give? Simple. $cat /etc/group. Right, with this you can able to see all the groups, guys. All the available groups you can able to see with this command. Is it clear, guys? Please have a look into this. Create user, creating group, adding the user under the groups, removing the users from the group, removing the groups, deleting the groups. Please have a look into these commands. What we discussed in today's session, guys? What we discussed in today's session? Modify permissions, right, with the numeric numbers, how to modify the permissions, and creating the users, creating the groups, adding the users under the group, removing the users from the group, right, deleting the groups. All these things we discussed in today's session. Clear?
Raju, how about removing user directly?
Pardon?
How about removing the user that we added?
Removing the user
Like
from
you
the
showed,
group.
no, you showed from the group, right?
Yeah.
If I want to remove user directly
So if you want,
that we added,
you want to delete the user permanently.
yeah.
Yeah, we can delete it. We can delete user also.
What is the command?
Yeah, I'll give. I'm going to
Can
give.
you provide? Okay.
Yeah. And before that, one more thing which I want to show is, 1 minute here, I forget to add one more thing. Right, I want to show users which are belongs to particular group. I want to show users which are belongs to particular group also. Right. So from AWS group, right, in AWS group, which users are available? And under DevOps group, which users are available? I want to show that. For that, which command we have here? Print users who are belongs to particular group. print users who are belongs to particular group. For that, sudo lid command we need to use it. Lid -g, here we need to give group name. Group name we need to give it here. Right now, what it will do, lid command, it will display the users which are belongs to particular group. Let me check once. Guys. Sudo, here I am going to use lid command -g, here group name I will give DevOps. DevOps group is available or deleted. DevOps is not existed. Okay, so let me check what groups are available. Cat /etc/group. Right here we have 1 minute. System D. Oh, this is the too long is there. Users is a group. Let me check users. Here I am going to give users. See guys, under users only games is available. See here, let me create one more two users. Let me create the user at here. How we will create the user, guys? Sudo user add. And I'm going to give Kalyan. Sudo user add Pawan. Kalyan, Pawan I am giving like this. Pawan already existed, it is telling. Okay. Right. I will add this Kalyan and Pawan under DevOps group. For that I am going to create the DevOps group first. How to create the group, guys? I want to create the DevOps group. How to create the DevOps group?
Group add.
What is the command? Sudo
Group add.
Group add. And I'm going to give DevOps. I am giving. Now I want to add Pawan and Kalyan under this DevOps group. How we can able to add? What is the command we need to use? Sudo user mod -ag. Here what we need to give? Group name we need to give. DevOps is a group name. And here I am going to add Pawan. I am going to add here. Right now here I am going to add Kalyan also. I am adding here. Right now let me check it once. Sudo cat /etc/group. See guys, under DevOps we have Pawan and Kalyan is available. Now I want to use lid command to display the users which are belongs to particular group. I want to use lid command to display the users which are belongs to particular group. How you will write the lid command? Like this. Sudo lid -g means group. Which group? DevOps group. See guys, under this DevOps group, Pawan and Kalyan, these two people are available. Under this DevOps group, Pawan and Kalyan, these two users are available. Which command we are using to do this, guys? Lid command. Sudo, check it guys once. Here I have written. What is the command we are using? Right guys, Right. So now someone asked one question, right? How to delete the user? How to delete the user? First delete that user from the group, guys. Delete that user from the group. How you will delete the user from the group? I want to delete the user from the group. What command we need to use if you want to remove the user from the group? If you want to remove the user from the group, which command we need to use? Remove user from the group.
Sudo
Right, G
G
password.
password.
Sudo G password -d. See guys, sudo G password -d. First what we need to give? Username and group name we need to give. Username I am giving Pavan, I am giving right here. Next group name DevOps I am giving it here. DevOps I am giving it here. Removing user Pavan from DevOps. Removing user Pavan from DevOps. Pavan is available, guys. Pavan is not removed. Just we removed Pavan from that group. Pavan user still exists. Now I want to delete that Pavan also. For that, sudo user del, user delete, group delete. How we are using? Same way, user delete, user del, username we need to use. Pavan. See guys, that user got deleted. User is no longer available. Here you can check. It cat command /etc/etc. Otherwise you can check id also you can use id Pavan. See guys, no such user. What it is telling? No such user. Right? To delete particular user, to delete the user, what command we need to use? $sudo user del. Here we need to give username. Is it okay? Right. So this is about user account, guys. This is about user account. Right. I need 1.5 hour session to complete the important commands which we used in our DevOps with AWS. Right. In the next session, I will try to complete these commands. Okay. Fine, guys. I'm stopping it here. I will share these notes. Please practice it. Right, we will continue in next session, guys. Okay. Anyone have any questions?
Do we have a session tomorrow?
Tomorrow we don't have. Tomorrow Sunday, right? We don't have tomorrow.
Okay.
Fine. So thank you, guys. We will continue in next session. I need 1.5 hour to complete these important commands. Right, I will try to finish it in next session, guys. Thank you, guys. I will share these notes today itself. Please practice all these commands.
Okay. Sir.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a great weekend, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Same to you, sir. Bye.